Hi, and thanks for using OurChurch.com's WPEZ website builder. It's WordPress made easy. In this video, I'm going to give you an overview of the editor or the toolbar used for editing web pages, blog posts, newsletters, and anything text related. So let's take a look here. We're going to start by going to our WPEZ dashboard. And if we go into Pages, and we could really pick any page here, but I'm going to select the home page to edit. And so this whole area up here is the editor, and currently it's taking up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines because my screen is narrow. But if I was to extend it out, it could take up as few as 3 or more than that. So I'll leave it at this just to make it a little bit easier to see. So let's take a look at the items that we have here. The first row has 4 buttons in it, and these are special buttons for adding additional functionality to your pages. The first one is Add Media. So this is used for adding any audio, video, or images to your website. You just put your cursor where you want to insert the media. You click Add Media, and you can either select items that are already in your media library, or you can upload media items from your computer, and then once you do that, they will be inserted right into the page there. The next button is to add a slider, and this is if you have already created an image slider. An image slider, if you're not familiar with it, is like this on our home page here. It is like a slideshow that can show different images on your site. So if you've already created an image slider, you can insert it into the page using this button. If you've already created a photo gallery, you can insert the photo gallery with this button. And if you've created a custom form, you can insert it into your page using this form here. Now all of these items, the slider, the gallery, the form builder, may not be available with all hosting packages, so if you don't see these buttons, you may need to upgrade to get access to that functionality. Alright, if we move over further here to the right, you'll see 2 tabs. The first is Visual, and this is the visual mode where you see things as they would appear on your website. So this link looks like a link, the text looks like the text. You can switch from visual mode to text mode if you want to, and this will show you the HTML version of it if you like. So I prefer to work in visual mode, so that is where we'll go. Alright, next you'll see on this row some buttons you're probably familiar with, but we'll run through them real quick. You've got the bold button, so you can make things bold. You can italicize them, and you can use the strike through if you want. The next options that you have here are to use bullets or to use numbered bullets in your site. So you have those options as well. And let's pull that back out. The next one here is to do a block quote. So this will indent your text, your paragraph that you use the block quote functionality on. After that, we've got the horizontal line, and that is simply one of these, a line that goes across your page. The next 3 items on here have to do with the alignment of your text. Typically, you'll want to align your text to the left, as we've done here, but if you want, you can also center your text, or you can right align text by selecting one of these other 2 options. Next we have links, and if you want to insert a link into your page, you can highlight the text you want to link, you click the link button, and then you just type in the address where you want the link to take people. Easy enough. And if you want to remove the link, you simply click on that and it's gone. The next option here is to insert the Read More tag, and these are typically used only in blog posts and not in pages. If you insert the Read More, what will happen is on the blog post it will show everything above the Read More tag, and then it will have a link to Read More, which will allow people to read the rest of the post. Typically this is used on the main blog page where you might want to only show excerpts of several blog posts instead of the entire blog post for all of your blog posts. Alright, so that is the Read More tag. We also have the option here to insert a poll if you use the poll plugin. And after that is short codes. This is sort of an advanced option, so I'm not going to go into it here, but know that it's there. And then we have another button here to insert a gallery into the post. Honestly, I'm not sure why it's here because it does the same thing as the Add Gallery button there, but the Gallery plugin wanted to put buttons in both places, so that's why it's there. Alright, if we continue on to the right, we have this distraction-free writing mode, and if you click on it, it will remove the left and right items, and you are distraction-free now. Alright, so that covers that second row of buttons in the editor toolbar. Next, we're going to drop down here and we'll start with the paragraph. This has to do with the formatting of the text on your page. So the default is paragraph, which we have here, but you also have other options. We typically don't recommend using heading 1 because that is used for the title of your page, but you can use heading 2, we'll make it big and bold, heading 3, a little bit smaller and bold, and you can see how that goes. So you have the option of doing that. You also have the option here of changing the font family. Now this is one that I've seen abused a whole bunch, so I really don't recommend using a bunch of different fonts on a page. I think it's looks best if you use one font throughout the site, but if for some reason you really feel the need to do that, you can pick a different font in here, and there you go. Now you have used a different font. Another option in here that you have is to change the size of your font, and again, typically it's best if you use these options over here between the different headings, but if you do want to make the font size bigger, you can change between 8 points, 10 points, 14, 18, 24 points if you want. And I believe the default is 12 there. Okay, so there are your font size options. Some additional options to the right of that. You can underline. You also have the option here to justify. This is if you have a block of text, more than one long. This will essentially align it on the left and the right. Give you just a little bit different formatting option there. And next we have text color. So here's another one that is ripe for abuse, so I strongly encourage you to stick to one color for your page, but if you really have a compelling reason to add in another color, 2 colors max on your page, I would say, but there's your text color option. After that, we have the option to paste as text. This is really useful if you are copying text from another source, like a web page or a word processor. So let me show you how this works. The default is when you copy text from a page to copy in the formatting elements. So let me show you. If I go out to our home page here, and you see how we've got this link on here, download our free guide. If I take this and I hit Control-C to copy, and I come in and paste with a Control V, you'll see how it copied in the link and the underlining there. All right. However, if I change this here to paste, from paste as text, or to paste as text, I'm sorry, you'll see paste is now in plain text mode. Content will now be pasted as plain text until you turn this option off. All right, and you'll see it now has this, it's highlighted here. So now if I go back out and I copy text that has formatting and I hit Control V to paste, notice how the link isn't copied and it's not underlined at all. So this is the paste as text mode. Again, really helpful if you are copying from a web page or a word processor. All right, next item on here is to clear formatting. With this, you have the option to get rid of all of the formatting on of a certain section. So if I do that and I highlight, now all of our underlining and bolding and strike through and font color is all removed. You notice that it did leave in the link though, so you don't have to worry about losing that if you want to eliminate the formatting. Next up, we've got special characters, and this allows you to insert special characters like Greek letters and symbols and math equations and or math items I think are in here also. So just some special characters that you can insert into your page. And let's see, we've got the option here if we want to indent or we want to decrease the indent. That can be useful. We've got table options in here. Again, this is one of the more advanced features. If you want to insert tables, they're technically not really supposed to be used as formatting, but if you want to, you have the ability here to put in tables and to use them to format things. If you want to have chapter 1 and chapter 2, you can do things like this by using the table editor. All right. Okay, well, we're almost done here. Just a few more items. And I wonder, can we delete table? Yes, we can. Good option there. All right, so if we want to, we have the undo button, which will remove the last thing that we did. So if I want to remove my delete table, I have the option to do that. Or I can redo to go back again. And last but not least here, we have keyboard shortcuts. This is shows you the options that you have from your keyboard if you want to do some of these things. Again, it's not something that I'm going to get into a lot of detail here, but just know that you have some keyboard shortcut options. All right, well, this is your overview of the editor. I hope you found that helpful. And again, I really encourage you, don't go crazy with your font families, font sizes, different colored texts there. Use them only when they really add value to your visitor. But thanks for watching, and hope you enjoy using WP-EZ. Thanks.